Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, this is Rob Rosa, your friend in real estate. Hey, we're all getting a little bit older, at least I am. And I am going through a trip down memory lane here this morning because right behind me is the house that I grew up in. And it was foreclosed on. It is a HUD home for sale. My parents sold it like 25, 30 years ago. Since then, this home has actually sold for over $300,000 back in 2007. And right now, it's actually on the market for $150,000 HUD home. And again, I'd love to show it to you, but there's some things that need to be done to it. We're not gonna lie. And so what I wanna do is I took some pictures of the home for you to take a look at. And I even have some memories of a little bit of crazy things growing up that we did in the basement in the home that I want to show you. So it's kind of interesting. Let's take a look at this home. Let me know if you're interested in a multifamily. This is the home that I grew up in from about 4 years old to about 20-something years old. And here we go, my friends. Talk to you soon. So right here, you can see that we have the home, the front. It's not in bad condition. It does need some siding. That's asbestos shingles, and it does need a new roof, and it does have chip paint and so forth. So you're not going to be able to get just a regular loan with it. Here is the wonderful world of Avante Lives. So I actually just went down in the basement and saw that years ago, again about 30 years ago, had a little boy band group, my brother and I and two other gentlemen, and I guess we did a little bit of graffiti down in the basement, but it's a little section. Even when I was doing a little bit of kickboxing there, they used to call me the Bull. Thank you, Mr. Islam, for all your training and everything you helped me with. And so I saw that there, had to take a picture of it. But moving forward, here is one of the kitchens. That's the first floor kitchen. Of course, it's going to need some updating, but one of the good things about it, and I had that growing up, is that it was good size where you can actually have breakfast in that kitchen. You can have dinner, you can have lunch with a family. And I do remember me, my brother and sister walking through the home constantly, living in there daily, and having breakfast and lunch and dinner with my family there. This is the second floor kitchen. So I'm not exactly sure what has happened on the second floor kitchen as far as the ceiling is concerned, because remember, it's plaster ceiling, plaster walls, and so there might have been some leaking or so forth. Not exactly sure, but that's definitely going to need some work. Here is the second floor bathroom. Both of the bathrooms on the first floor and second floor and even third floor have been changed since I was living in the home. But of course, they do need some renovating, updating, and so forth. Here is one of the living rooms on the second floor. That's the living room. Very spacious, hardwood floors. They can be refinished easy. And then it has a doorway to one of the bedrooms. Each floor has 3 bedrooms. This home really is a moneymaker because each floor is probably about 1,200 square feet, give or take. And each floor does have 3 bedrooms, which is huge. And my father and brother and I, we used to be in each one of those apartments every time they went vacant, and we'd be painting and cleaning them up. And of course, right now, 30 years later, it's nowhere near the condition that it used to be, but it is a huge opportunity for you. I thought this was an interesting picture to show you because of the fact that there's stucco on the walls. And I remember I was probably about 8 years old, and my father came up with this awesome idea to, hey, let's put stucco on the walls in the living room. And it actually looked pretty cool. I mean, we're talking about 42 years ago. So maybe it was back in style back then. Right now, maybe not so much, but it is something that we grew up with, and it was always something that we looked at when we were in the living room. As you can see, this is one of the bedrooms. Definitely needs some painting and so forth. Here was one of my sanctuaries growing up. This is the front porch. And when I got tired of things, when I needed a little break from the rest of the family, I used to come and sit on this front porch And let me tell you something. Of course, there's a lot of traffic on Talon Street, but when you're sitting on that front porch and just relaxing a little bit, it does give you that sense of being able to just watch people and give you some alone time. One of the things that they did in the property is that it is all separate utilities. So right here is a picture of all 3 different hot water heaters. Of course, I haven't seen them in operation, but they don't look really, really old, and they look like they're in decent condition. I also did not see any flooding or leaking from them. And then we have here the wonderful world of the furnaces. So again, there's 3 different boilers. It is hot water heating, and it is also natural gas heating. Over here in the back is the backyard. And so you can see in the backyard, that was the back of the house. Each unit does have a back porch as well. So my friends, you just took a trip with me down memory lane. Wonderful world of Talon Street. It is an awesome multifamily. You can definitely get in there and have those other 2 floors pay your rent if you want to. You definitely would have to get some sort of a renovation loan or a 203 loan, and I can definitely help you with that because we do have financing available. I appreciate you taking a couple minutes of your time, and let me know if you want to take a look at this multifamily or any others, because I definitely have quite a few available. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you. Bye.